Good morning, 9:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, December 6th, 2022. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan, as we have two very important things to talk about. First, Mr. Deaton, Johnny Deaton, is talking about how the SEC is going to plan an attack against an exchange, a major exchange. They're going to sue them, and it's going to cut the XRP price or crypto prices in half. He believes there's going to be a direct cause for a 50% crypto crash, and it's going to allow the incumbents, as he says, to gather an even larger share of the crypto market. So what exactly did he say? And is XRP going to cut in half, which I believe it is fully, and is the rest of crypto going to follow? So Johnny Deaton, amicus curiae in the XRP lawsuit and Twitter thread highlighted the SEC's plan of action. He mentioned that the SEC chair was coming after crypto for 2 years. He added that Gary Gensler doubled the size of the SEC staff dedicated just to crypto. However, the SEC chair pushed regulations by enforcement in non-fraud cases like Ripple, LBRY, Dragon Chain, BlockFi, and others. He stated that the SEC is the second largest creditor in the BlockFi bankruptcy. XRP lawyer mentioned that 6 months ago he made a prediction the SEC chair would target and sue a major major exchange for dealing in unregistered securities. Meanwhile, this came out to be true as the commission sued Coinbase crypto exchange for selling securities. However, Deaton believed that this could happen again and that this will directly cause another 50% crypto crash. This will allow the incumbents, succubus, to gather an even larger share of the market. Ripple lawyer states bouncing regulating guidelines. Ripple's general counsel quoted some statements given by the SEC over the Howey test. He mentioned the commission said that the Howey provides a clearly expressed test for determining what constitutes an investment contract on 4/22/21. Later, he picked the latest statement, which states that the controversial Hinman speech provided around 13 non-exhaustive factors that market participants could consider. So pay attention to that as Johnny Deaton comes out and says he believes that a major crypto exchange is going to get sued by the SEC for selling unregistered securities, and he believes it's going to cut the market by half. Very interesting. Who else thinks it's going to cut by half still? And then the second news story I want to read before we get into the XRP chart and Bitcoin. Bitcoin risks crashing to 5,000 in 2023. Standard Chartered chief strategist warns. And Peter Schiff also warned about this as well some time ago. Bitcoin risk plummeting by another 70% to 5,000 come next year, according to Eric Robertson, the global head of research at Standard Chartered Bank. In a Sunday statement, the pundit also the bank's chief strategist warned of Bitcoin pulling the surprise move come 2023, catching investors who believe the crypto market has bottomed unaware. The plunge could be caused by stringent interest rate hikes and more crypto bankruptcies and a collapse in investor confidence in digital assets, Robertson added. He further noted a drop in Bitcoin price was likely to spur investor interest in physical gold, driving the precious metals price up roughly 30% to $2,250 an ounce or more. Robertson comments came even as Bitcoin continues to retrench on the back of a crypto winter spin-out caused by the collapse of FTX. So that's what he's saying, 5,000. I'm not reading all this because a lot of it's fun, but I at least wanted you to see and have a little bit of exposure to the fact that more and more people are talking about $5,000 Bitcoin next year. Right now, we've got the futures, we're down 66 points. We have the U.S. dollar currency index is hanging strong here at about 105.13. If we can get over this, we wouldn't be necessarily done with this push, and this could be a bull flag up to 106. But we're going to have to see in the bigger timelines how this exactly plays out. In the shorter time frame, it looks like a left shoulder here, and it looks like we're going to pull way up. I don't think this is done by a long shot on the dollar currency index. Let's see. Crude oil is down 1.05%, down to 76.59 a barrel. Ooh, that's getting low. Look for PBR to break down here a little bit on the open. We got gold up $8 or 0.5%, so it could get a little boost in commodities. We'll see how this finishes playing out, but I have a feeling that these are all going to drop after. Like, this might be a little short-lived rally because the DXY was retracing. I was up until 5:30 in the morning. Some of you know, some of you don't. My son is dealing with, like, the flu. My 3-year-old. He was up last night until 5:30, or this morning until 5:30. Had a 100.5 temperature at the highest. Gave him some Tylenol. Had a virtual doctor's appointment because Julie likes doing that, which I think is awesome. And, I had a little bit of a cough. He threw up one time after, drinking and taking a little bit of medicine earlier in the day. But that was the only time he threw up. And now he's just, he's got to get over it. So he's sleeping right now, so I figured I would do an update. I slept for about 2.5 hours. But like I always say, I'm here for each and every one of you, no matter what. You'll never know what's going on in my life, good or bad, for the fact I'm always here. You'll know if you're listening because I'll tell you. But I'm always here. So pay attention. A lot of things going on this morning, and including not me saying that XRP and crypto can cut by 50%. Johnny Deaton came out and said that. So it's becoming more of a story. We've got Bitcoin at just over 17,000 at 17,017, up 51.45 on the day, or 0.3%. And Bitcoin is firmly within this channel still. Firmly. And we were unable to break past 17,519. Now we reverse yesterday. Now it looks like we put in a little bit of a bear flag. Could be a weird topping reversal here as well. So we need to watch to see if we ultimately hold 16,690. Right here about 16,700. And then we would continue down if we don't. If we do, we'll continue up to about 18,000. And then we got several layers. Second Bitcoin chart, it shows that we have not verified a retest of the broken bear flag. So could we come back down to 16,500 in short order? Absolutely. And we'll see if this is, in fact, a topping reversal or if this is going to continue up to the next level. Right now, it looks a little bearish to start the day. And then the USDT chart, it shows you exactly the bearishness I feel. And this is this to me is the more accurate chart. The other one just keeps it within the realm of play. But this one shows that we've come outside of this, coming up to the apex. And when you come over here and you start to break down on the apex, you don't want that. This can instigate a big drop. So we're going to watch this with Bitcoin, because if we do drop down, technical targets start playing out. But we're not necessarily going to go there in one shot. Our first target would be 16,600 approximately, or 16,650. Then you'd have about 15,300 underneath, which is an area where we would most likely retest in a very fast and short order. And then XRP. XRP, we're outside of this bear flag. I tried to make this as easy as possible the last few days so you could see if we broke a certain area, what would happen. Now we continue to be outside of here. Now we're going to have to make a rally and get back up above exactly the 404 level. So 404 resistance is major in the area. If we don't come up and break that, this has the chance of coming down to a triple bottom at 3236. But before we get down to a triple bottom, you can see how we have a technical target. If that broke down right there, you'd be looking at about 22,934 if that's where it decides to break down. And then even better, I can give you a better look on the perpetual futures chart. As you can see, we have a last ditch extension here at about 375. Break that, we come down to 36. And that's what we'd be looking at in the very short term. Hopefully this update helped. I hope showing you all these angles on Bitcoin and XRP helps you determine a pattern direction, helps you stay out ahead of a pattern direction, and allows you to make the pattern your bitch, so to say. This was the pivot level for XDC. It broke down from the pivot level, failed to hold to 022. And now it looks like we have a attempted reversal, but if this doesn't pull up and come back above 22 very quickly, there's a big move coming here. And it's not pretty for XDC at all. I mean, you're looking at the 183 level approximately. 1.8 would be your next drop from here. Next big drop if this decides to play down. Let's see. Real quick, I'll look at XLM before I leave. And we talked about this bear flag, how that was a secret bear flag that actually put in a head and shoulders pattern. So we'll see if this plays true. Right now it is. If it does, you're coming back down to the bottom of the descending triangle. And right now you have to break up over 8.7 in order to avoid this prophecy here. First you'd come down to about the 8.25 level, but then ultimately it's looking like we want to come down to 7.8. And then let's see if we can get a little bit of verification on our other XLM chart. Yeah, see, we fell outside of the bear flag. And now our big move down is going to be that 7.8 and ultimately 7.4. Assuming we don't get back within the bear flag, this is a bad sign. We got to get back up above 8.66. So that's what I'm seeing there. And then we're going to end it on DGB. GGB continues to flail. It was unable to get above 0080. And now it looks like on an overextension, this is what I love doing. See, now you guys can see. That's where our next level of support is going to be. If we break down, it's that extended uptrend on the support. So we're looking at about 00698. And then on our USDT chart, it makes it a little clearer. That's our pivot level. We've still not managed to break out over it, and we have the low support at 747. You break 747, that would instigate a drop. Make sure you join or consider joining Tom's Army. Go to any one of my previous videos, and I appreciate the 904 views on this video and 119 likes. It makes me very happy. Consider joining Tom's Army, as this update was sponsored by the generous members, the 215 members of Tom's Army. Yes, we lost a member, but it happens. We haven't had a new member in 3 days. So if you need any other reason to join Tom's Army, join for the fact that there's no special interest, there's no paid advertising, there's no paid promotions of products, and this is bought and paid for by the people and for the people by the people who join Tom's Army and show that generosity and pay $9.99 each and every month of their hard-earned money, even in high times of inflation. If you need any other reason, give me that boost today. Send me a super thanks. Would be very appreciated, as I'm exhausted, but I still came on and did a 12-minute update. A super thanks would be fantastic today. You can send 2, 5, 10, or 50. Doesn't happen often, but when it does, it makes me feel really special. And then what would make me even happier is if we get a new member for the first time in 3 days at Tom's Army, and you continue to show that support. It would really help me, and it allows this channel to never have any special interest, no paid advertisements, or no paid promotions. Hashtag the FUD stops here. And remember, watch, recycle, repeat. Watch the content, recycle it to friends or family or somebody who hasn't watched it before, and then repeat. Come back and watch the next update. Stay blessed.